YouTube. What the hell going on, man? What the hell going on? See that? It's different ways you can do the shit. What the hell going on? What the hell going on? What the hell going on? It's like, yeah, you get it. But anyway, we're gonna react to why is Shaq the NBA biggest hater? I don't I don't think he a hater. I think Shaq just when Shaq, well younger Shaq, when he just about me. So of course that come out sometime. That's just Shaq. But Shaq is probably the coolest person you can be around. So it's probably some old clips. Well, it's like a new clip. Well, 2020 around the corner. What's around the corner? So, but anyway, I'm gonna hop to the video and see what the hell they got. What the hell they talking about?
2020, Luka Doncic not only had a 43-point triple-double, but
This
also
when he beat the Clippers, ain't it?
Los Angeles Clippers with a game-winning buzzer beater. Only
I remember that.
Shaq was not impressed.
No, he's great, but I've seen that before. His name is Steph Curry. I've seen that before. His name is James Harden. I've seen it all last week. His name is Damian Lillard. Just calm it down a little bit.
Hey, I love when Chuck, bring him down to earth. I love when Chuck, hey man, that shit is great. A 40 bomb with the buzzer beater is crazy. Of course, you've seen it before, but shit, it ain't too. It's kind of rare. It's kind of rare. Well, I ain't gonna say it's kind of rare. Cause niggas doing that shit effortlessly now. Like these niggas doing that shit so effortless now.
In the previous video, we just watched Shaq tell the nation to calm down a little bit after a second-year Luka Doncic hit a game-winning buzzer beater.
And Luka Doncic and shit, but what? How old that man is? About 22?
Who had the highest preseason odds to win the championship that year. This was a team that was also built around two wing stars and future Hall of
Paul
Famers,
George and Kawhi Leonard.
And for this series, Luka would average a near 31-point triple-double, none of which impressed Shaq.
I've seen that before.
Shaq only told us he had seen this before from three players who were all named to the NBA's top 75 list. An argument that was the exact definition of nitpicking or hating just to hate.
That's
Shaq's
great.
just a hater. But we've seen that before. Shaq during the birth of his second child. His wife. Shaq, the baby is coming. Shaq, I don't care.
I seen it before. It's
Recognize how
crazy.
speechless everyone was by Shaq's baseless hate? Yes, at this point in time, Shaq has gained the reputation of the NBA's biggest hater. However, is this hate at all, or is this Luka clip just Shaq at his most extreme? I say this because in the current media landscape, people get judged in just clips, not long-form content. For instance, recently Shaq got a lot of hate for seemingly piling on Luka Doncic again, if you read the headlines.
This is for best point.
This is best point guard.
Or best lead guard. Guard
Taking him,
nowadays.
Shaq or Luka?
I'm gonna have to take him.
Wow.
Luka's a favorite player, but this kid, listen, he plays the right way.
Red.
I like stories like this, guys that come out of nowhere and then they're fortunate.
Luka came out of
By
nowhere.
directly saying Luka is a fabulous player, the comments were the same. SGA is amazing, but Shaq low-key been a Luka hater for
I love
a
Luka.
while. Don't worry, guys. Shaq thought Shea was
I love Luka. Luka goddamn Shaq picked himself is crazy. Oh man, I love Luka game. Yeah, Shea plays for the Thunder. I don't really watch him in the Thunder game, so I really don't be keeping up with the Thunder. But Shaq, I don't think Shaq a hater, man. He just be saying some crazy shit sometimes. I think if he go back and look at it, then he'll be like, okay, I messed up. But I don't think Shaq no hater, man. It just in that moment, that's what he like.
just Shaq misspelled, and so he picked himself. The current 2024 MVP odds have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at number 2, 2 spots ahead of Luka. So what really is the story here? Is Shaq really the NBA's biggest hater?
I don't think he no hater.
Is he the king of tough love? Has he been misunderstood all along? What's up, guys? Mike here, and we need to remember that in Shaq's life, as a young teenager himself, he was raised by an army sergeant stepfather.
Yeah, we know that.
Shaq was dad, and his dad had him playing against grown men who were ruthless with both curse words and elbows in army-based basketball games as again.
Bro, that's a regular basketball game. That like you walk outside and go to a basketball game, that's what you gonna get. Like that, especially you go to black community. I don't know about the other communities. I'm quite sure other communities do it. Depends on where you go. But if you go to any black community basketball court, your ass better be ready. Because they don't give a damn how big, small, tall, green, yellow, blue, what you look like. Your ass finna get, you gonna get on that floor a couple times. So that's just normal. But Shaq, I don't think he a hater. I just think that's just his opinion. Just because he don't think what everybody else think, that don't make you a hater, man. That don't make you a hater just because you don't think what everybody else think.
Shaq was around 13.
I said I'm not in the army. I'm 13. What? Says I'm only 13.
At this point in his life, Shaq reportedly went from terrible to one of the best big men we have ever seen.
Oh,
so
shit.
when we watch clips like this about Anthony Davis, you decide hate or no hate. Everyone during this segment on TNT is against Shaq. However, he holds strong. Dominant centers close out the fourth quarter, and in this game, Anthony Davis scored 21 points in the first before scoring only 2 in the fourth.
You say Anthony Davis had 21 points in the first half?
Yes, he did. Finished with 28 and 11.
That's not good enough.
Anthony Davis
That's not good enough.
Pretty good ain't good enough. You can't have 21 points in the
And
first
then
half.
have
7 points second.
a second point.
You have to play great.
Okay.
That's not fucking good. In what world is that good? You got 21 in the first half and 7 points in the second half. What in the hell is that good? That's playing trash. And they call that a hater? Oh man, these folks are sad.
That's why I had to play
Anthony
great.
Davis is
I
great
can't
now,
get open.
but
guys,
that
before
shit
we
is
continue,
crazy.
I'm very excited to thank Ada for sponsoring today's video. As did you know,
I can't
there
wait till
are
I get a
treatments
goddamn
available
sponsor.
is a good performance. However, when your team loses the game and you score 2 points in the fourth quarter, how is everyone on your side but Shaq? Shaq had a reason for what he was saying here, and
He
after
does.
this clip, the Lakers would win the next 4 games against the Blazers and eventually win the 2020 bubble championship.
Hey, they don't like that bubble championship at all. I got an argument. Well, I got an argument that's been, I don't know, it's probably a big argument. Is the Lakers bubble champion a real champion? It's a champion, right? A bubble or not. That was some great basketball in that bubble. That was some great basketball in that goddamn bubble. So niggas was still, they say people weren't playing in the bubble like they should. The bubble was great. But look, what if the Warriors won? What if like another team won? Would it still be looked at as a bubble championship or a championship? That's like that. That's like the play-in tournament. Like the people, that was some great basketball. I mean, I don't think you need a banner for it, but you know, maybe 10 years from now, niggas are arguing right now. Michael Jordan ain't got no play-in tournament, which is crazy. That shit is crazy.
Anthony Davis would average 27.7 points and 9.7 rebounds during that stretch, as he became the wingman that LeBron James needed.
Yes, sir.
Earning the nickname Bubble AD, a huge step up from his
What fucking
basketball
who named
reference
him that
of
shit?
Street clothes.
I was finna say street clothes. All I know.
As you will see
Fat
the deeper
man,
we
what?
get into this video, I truly believe Shaq wants to inspire greatness, and this just recently came up with Zion Williamson.
I want to make some points about Zion.
Okay.
Does not run hard. It's not a diss. It's going to be a lesson.
That was
for one
right. That was right. He wasn't running hard.
Does not run hard.
He wasn't running hard. He wasn't eating well. He didn't seem, but he was still playing okay. But you can't haul all that goddamn body around up and down. Only thing they gotta do is run him. They run him up and down that court. That shit's over with. That man is too goddamn big. He can lose a little weight, but you know that's up to him. I don't think he finna say no hating shit.
He
I
doesn't
don't know what
have
the
that
hell.
look.
If it comes from a great place and a place where they just want to see me do better, thank you.
However, in
Exactly.
his second season, Zion looked like a future legend after he averaged 27 points per game.
Exactly,
and
he was still playing
16%
good.
Shooting. This season, in what should be year 5 in the league, I'm counting it, he lost a year due to being over 300 pounds. Zion is averaging under 22 points per game. This would be hate if Shaq's claims were baseless. They aren't, though. And
Exactly.
as Shaq explains,
It does come from the right place. You want
Hey.
to see him be the best player he can be.
I said, you know, he doesn't run hard, doesn't create easy baskets for himself, and it looked like he's not ready. When it comes to being a dominant big man, I am the authority. I am the go-to guy.
this is very
I mean, he
important.
can
As
say
Shaq
that.
explained, not only does this come from love, not only does Shaq want you to be great, but also he is the authority.
He
here, and
is.
the players know it. They know it in 2 ways. One, Shaq is of course one of the greatest big men we have ever seen, but 2, he's
can't
also
stop that.
currently one of the most influential voices in basketball.
Niggas
We'll get
gonna
into
listen when
Shaq's
Shaq talk.
gigantic influence in a second. What matters first is giving Shaq all of the praise he deserves.
Orlando
for
days
the
was
awards
crazy.
He won that makes his word credible. Shaq is very open with his own career. He was not Kareem. He did not have as dominant of a long-term stretch. Instead, Shaq makes the claim that he is the
He
most
could have. He
dominant
wasn't drinking
center
martinis
at
in the
one
pool.
point in time that basketball has ever seen. And his case is a very, very good one. As in the 2000
Hey.
NBA Finals, Shaq averaged 38 points and 16.7
That's
rebounds
crazy.
a game, and also missed 9 free throws a game. But it didn't matter. It
Didn't matter.
that other teams invented the hack-a-Shaq. It
Get out
didn't
the way.
matter that Shaq
Get out
missed
the
every
way.
single free throw because
Hey,
he was
on
that
your
much
head.
better than everyone else in the block. So when we originally hear
Get out the way.
that
Hey,
Joel
dunked on his
Embiid is
head.
soft,
Embiid is playing SOF capital teeth. He's not playing for us. He's looking for the foul. He has a little band-aid on his little hand.
Hey.
I rep, they call it foul. You go 1 for 10. It ain't your coach's fault.
Shit.
It ain't your teammate's fault. It's your fault. Period.
Period.
We can clearly see why this comes off as a
Hey.
esque. However, after this clip, Shaq has defended Embiid several times.
And everybody's got their MVP ladders. Might it be Jokic? Might it be Embiid? If it's one of those two, who do you give it to?
Joel Embiid right now. He's playing the game like he's supposed to play. Be playing. He's leading, rebounding.
This man ain't no hater.
inside.
I don't know what the hell they
Embiid
talking
has
about.
not only gone on to win
Get
the
some.
MVP after the Shaq call out, but
Bro,
also at the end of the day,
That
Shaq
MVP should have been given to Jokic because he played fucking ass. He played so ass after winning that MVP. He just stopped giving a fuck. That shit was crazy. They should have gave that to Jokic. That man, Embiid, him and who was that? James Harden. Now I gotta go watch the RDC video. I'm going to watch the RDC after this video. Just thinking about it. Him and Jay Hart played ass.
It don't mean a thing.
But he's a
without
good
the
player.
ring.
And I asked the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, what do you think about Shaq? And his response was, he's pretty good, but he hasn't won yet. Kind of broke my heart, but it was the truth.
It broke Shaq's heart that a great one in Kareem would look at Shaq and
Hey.
say, who cares about any of that if you haven't won yet? In Kareem's eyes, nothing Shaq did until 2000 mattered. And between 2000 and 2002, Shaq truly does have a case for being the most dominant big man we have ever seen. As
Couldn't
yes,
stop
the
him.
Lakers threw
Hey.
you might hear, but what was their competition in the NBA Finals? At times, not the best. However, between 2000 and 2002, not
Ducking
a
on
single
niggas' head.
person
Hey.
has even claimed that they were able to
Hey,
stop
360
Shaq.
is
As between
crazy in the
2000 and
game.
2002, even against
Ooh.
Tim Duncan, Shaq averaged a combined 28.6 points and 12.4 rebounds on 57.5% shooting in their 18 games played. Shaq won 5 of the 9 regular season matchups and 8 of their 9 playoff games. The fact that Shaq's idol in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did
Hey.
not respect what he had done on a basketball court yet fueled him to true greatness. And so,
Hey, it's
Shaq
all how
takes
you
the
take-
same approach to his work on
It's all how you take criticism. Some people take it good, some people take it don't. Some people say you're a hater, some people say all criticism, ain't good criticism, but you should listen to it. Just to listen, it might be bullshit. Just listen to the shit. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. This video, I don't get it. I mean, the title is Biggest Hater. I'm not getting it.
TNT. He knows he is now the
I
Hall
guess
of
he
Fame
just giving
center
points
that
to
other
it.
players grew up watching, and he has taken it upon himself
Ooh,
to play the
nice
role
move.
of tough love dad
Hey,
for
got
a
away.
young generation.
Hey,
of
give me
talent.
that.
Shaq
Hey.
refuses to accept any Wemby praise.
He's never seen a guy like Wembanyama. Yes, you have. His name is Bobo.
You think
Wembanyama?
Bobo?
Hold on. Let me finish my
You think
point.
Bo black or
No,
something?
Wembanyama is way more consistent than Bobo.
He's only played 3 games.
Yes, we just saw Shaq compare Wemby to Bol, but as we've also seen,
I don't
we
think
cannot
that's a
take
good-
these
it's
clips
a-
at face value. We have to judge them years later.
Ah.
To compare Wemby to Bol is a ridiculous statement.
It is,
Unless,
that's
in your
crazy.
mind, you're trying to let a younger center know, hey man, until you do a lot more, you have not proven
That man ain't shit but
anything
what,
to me."
19?
So while some of Shaq's statements have made
20?
headlines, young players
Hey.
still love Shaq.
Hey.
Here's Gigi Jackson, a 19-year-old rookie who in his first 6 games scored just 12 points, then was thrust into the national spotlight after a 23-point outburst against the Warriors.
GG Shaq here.
Oh, yeah, I like
I
this.
just want to say congratulations, young fella. I'm so proud of you.
Well,
Yes, sir, it's
Gigi-
an honor to get to hear your voice. Appreciate you.
Well, DJ, you could tell it was Shaq. He was mumbling.
That does not look like the reaction you'd have to a hater. That was the reaction you have when you meet someone you were dying to
Exactly.
meet. Gigi had a great reason to smile. As we've spoken about Shaq's greatness, but as for his platform, during last year's NBA playoffs on May 18th, the site MVP Index broke down viewership numbers between ESPN and TNT. And while the numbers for the playoff games themselves were very similar, in terms of pregame coverage, Inside the NBA owned ESPN with an average of 1.4
Had them boy working the whole year.
500,000 more than ESPN with 10 broadcasts for TNT compared to just 4 for ESPN.
Had them boy
giving us
working
over
hard.
14 million combined views news, Inside the NBA also has extreme mainstream credibility, as in 2020 they won the Emmy for Weekly Outstanding Studio Show in the sports category.
Yes,
So with
sir.
Shaq, I really believe if you are an authentic person who truly seeks the best for people and doesn't just hate for no reason, doesn't just hold
Get that
grudges
shit
for no
outta
reason,
here.
people will respect your word and treat you with incredible respect.
Yes,
You don't
sir.
believe me? Here is Shaq with Luka on stage in Croatia as Shaq explains.
My main man Goran Dragic and Luka Doncic came up there with me.
That video went viral.
Hey, shout out to Luka. When I arrived in Luka's town, some people picked me up. They drove me to a mansion that Luka had set out for me. They escorted me to the show. And Luka said, Shaq, ain't nothing gonna happen to you while you're in my town, Mr. Onilovich.
So will Shaq still make comments
Hey,
about this
that's
game?
goddamn
Yes, Shaq
A1
knows the ultimate secret
goddamn
in basketball.
hospitality,
He is a former
home
legend
mentality,
who is
whatever
currently
you wanna
in
call
a
it.
post-playing career. Shaq knows you can be the greatest player to ever live, but that only hurts you if you don't
Damn, I
win
didn't
a
think he was
ring.
gonna dunk on
Sure,
him like
the
that.
Charles Barkley jokes are funny, and then they became a bit much at times. Then they became a lot much at times. We get it, Chuck has no ring. Unfortunately, though, Chuck also has no comeback. We have watched several Hall of Famers, such as Elgin Baylor,
Every time he say that,
Patrick Ewing, and John Stockton, just to
we know you got a ring.
fade into the background way
Chuck
more
is still
than they
great.
should have after not winning an NBA championship during
Okay,
their
he just
careers.
talking.
If that is what
He
Shaq
just
is
fucking
really
talking.
pushing.
At that point, he just talking. I don't know what he talking about, but he just fucking talking. But anyway, my shit ain't working. Up. Anyway, yeah, that was a good video. I don't think Shaq a hater. I guess he was just making points, but yeah, he just giving his criticism what he think. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. Move on. Do something about it. Do better. Only thing you can do is prove him wrong or prove him right. Do better or worse. That's up to you. But anyway, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace.